Ahí hay una puerta. ¿Acabo de activar la puerta? ¿O algo así? No. Pues mira cómo funciona eso. Pero por aquí sí que puedo ir. Min control idle awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
¡A la mierda el MS2! Ya me lo he cargado. Sí que para que tuvo.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Y ya está, he conseguido el final.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of
Brisa, suave
liberation,
brisa. Cuidado,
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Bien, Stanley fue feliz. Qué grande Stanley. Ay, prometí que no lloraría. Venga, ahora vamos a joderla.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Se han perdido en un memo. What?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Por la
he
derecha,
entered
¿no?
the door on his left.
Por la derecha.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
La verdad es que sí, quería admirar la sala.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
¿No puedo pedirme un refresco, tío? Que me muero de hambre. Que quiero un cold drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
¿Este también me va a mostrar una cara? Pues tiene la misma imagen que tiene la otra antes.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room
Calla, hombre.
bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hola, tío. Que ahora todos se han ido por mi culpa, ¿sabes?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
El juego intentaba transmitirle un mensaje. No lo pillo, no pillo el mensaje. A ver, me lo pone más claro. No vas a decir nada más. ¿Avanzo? ¿Avanzo? Pues avanzo.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hijo de puta, ¿cómo me van a despedir, Sí, buena gente.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Dame un chance. No, yo me voy por aquí.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
La puerta roja, vale.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Por la puerta red. No, mejor voy por la azul.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Que vaya por la tercera puerta. Eso es genial la puta de Lego, la verdad que sí, tío. Venga. ¡Oh! Office Space. Venga, venga. Bueno, vamos a ver por aquí, vamos a ver por esta. A ver qué hay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Ok, te voy a dar un 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Se está yendo la olla, Starling Parable. World with Leaderboard. What? ¿Una leaderboard? ¿Qué coño? Ala, 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 ala. Stanley. This is you. El 9328. Vamos a la tercera puerta. De nuevo.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Me veo motivado.
Hey,
No
I
quiero
nearly
ser
forgot. I've got a
9 y pico.
prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Es flipante, o sea, este juego está jugando conmigo, ¿sabes? O sea, ¿qué
In this
coño?
game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
No, 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 no. No, no. Tío, es molesta este juego, de verdad, no. Joder, tío, el bebé porque no se va a la puta, tío. Voy a jugármela. Madre mía, cómo la juego. Ya, muérete, muérete. Al fuego ya.
You heartless bastard.
Qué cosa
Did you
bastante.
do it because you hate
Pero
babies
bueno.
or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Que me apago las
Oh,
luces.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Hace conmigo lo que quiere. Se la pela. Mira de un lado para otro. Pero, ¿esto qué es?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
Tío, que estoy jugando al Minecraft, tío.
Let's
¿Qué está
see,
pasando
what
aquí?
does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
¿Qué te pasa, eh?
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
De diamante.
Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Tío, ¿por qué estoy jugando al Minecraft? ¿En qué momento me he puesto a jugar al Minecraft? Y es que encima tiene la puta canción del Minecraft.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Sí. Creo que he traído luz. Sí. Pero mañana, sí, eso.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Y ya está. Pues nada, acabo de jugar al Minecraft. ¿Cómo? No lo sé. Pero acabo de jugar al Minecraft. Flipo, tío. Este es el portal. Si lo estuve jugando ayer.